So, it has been officially 1 year since the release of the PlayStation 5, and man, time flies. For some, it hasn't felt like that because of the limited stock. I wish you guys good luck. But without further ado, here's my 1 year later review of the PS5 Digital Edition. The PS5 design has been memed a whole lot last year. This is featuring two white fins on the side with one rounded rectangle glossy black finish in the middle. I said this from the very beginning, right when I unboxed the consoles. I wasn't a fan of the glossy black because it will get micro scratches, fingerprints, especially near the USB ports. So I wrapped it up with a matte black skin. Problem solved. Not a fan of the white fins on the side? Well, you can simply replace them with some plates on Amazon. Now be mindful, Sony doesn't officially sell plates for the PS5 just yet on the time of this recording, so quality might be a little iffy depending on where you buy it. D brand dark plates was the go-to, but Sony released a cease and desist to D brand, but then they came out with dark plates 2.0, which is a totally redesign. Not really a fan of it, but nonetheless you can customize your PS5 to your liking. And towards the back you have two USB-A's, HDMI, Ethernet, pretty standard stuff going on. But where things get interesting, the orientation of the console. You will need to have the stand installed for either horizontally or vertically. It's important to use the stand to keep the console sturdy. One of the main struggles of the PS4 was the fan noise. Super loud, sound like a jet taking off. But on the PS5, totally the complete opposite, literally a day-night difference. Last year, I unboxed two PS5s, one being the standard and the other one being the digital edition. One was for my brother, one was for me. I decided to go with the digital one because I love the symmetry design versus the asymmetrical design of the disc model. Maybe when Sony was designing the PS5, they thought about the digital edition, but then they realized like, yo, we need a CD drive. The world is not ready to go all digital. 1 year later, I noticed the digital edition is much more rare compared to the standard PS5. Now, shifting focus to the Dualsence Controller, Sony absolutely knocked it out of the park. This is featuring a haptic feedback, which is gonna make you feel the environment. It's not just a traditional vibration. And pairing that up with the adaptive triggers, this adds another layer of immersion. Games like Astro's Playroom, Returnal perfectly showcase the beauty of haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers. The Dualsence has a microphone built right in to talk to your friends or people online. It's not ideal for long period of use, but nonetheless, if you want to quickly chat, you can do so. There's two new colors to choose from. You have Cosmic Red and the Midnight Black, and of course you have the OG white Dualsence. Right when you boot up your PS5, you're presented with the Explore page. And there was a point in time where it used to show only Fortnite. LeBron James is in Fortnite, this one is in Fortnite, this one is in Fortnite. But that small rant aside, it showcased what's new, what new games are out, or if there's any sales going on. The user experience is clean, it's easy to get to point A to point B. You have your PlayStation Store, which is integrated with the user experience, so it's not a separate application. You can see the newest games, the deals, PS Plus games of the month, and you even still have your PS Plus collection. Before, it was hard to tell if a game was the PS4 version or the PS5, but thankfully Sony has fixed that with a system update. So now you can quickly indicate if it's a PS4 game or a PS5 game. These are changes that should have been there since day one, but nonetheless, it's good to see improvement. I used the cards one time. When I was playing Resident Evil, it actually gave me some tips and I was able to get past the level. It is nice to be able to get to a certain game mode or whatever the case may be using the cards, but I feel like nobody's using that on the PS5. So I think it's one of those gimmicks.
Fix the generator.
PlayStation has always been the holy grail of games, and the PS5 is no exception. Games like Ghost of Tsushima, Returnal, Ratchet & Clank, Uncharted, The Last of Us, God of War, just to name a few, can only be played on PlayStation. And even if you have your PS4 and you play these games, you still get a significant upgrade here. Fast loading speeds, upgraded visuals, 4K, especially if you're coming from the standard PS4. And not to mention you're future-proofing yourself because you know there's going to be new IPs, sequels such as Spider-Man 2, Wolverine. I really can't wait for that Wolverine game though. These games can only be played on PlayStation, nowhere else. Now Sony has opened up to the PC, so you have games like Uncharted on the PC and you have Horizon Zero Dawn, which is pretty cool, but this is not translating to all the PlayStation games. If you want the true PlayStation catalog, you gotta get a PS5. When playing the PS5 games, loading times are instantaneous. When you boot up a game, it's literally seconds to get into the game. It's amazing. And pairing that up with ray tracing, the worlds just look lifelike. When you swinging around through Spider-Man, you're seeing all the lights reflecting off the buildings. And even a game like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, that game is ray tracing galore. Especially the character Clank, his entire model is ray traced. Now with the games being more demanding and getting bigger in file sizes, unfortunately, the PS5 only has 667 gigabytes of storage, but thankfully Sony pushed out a system update to allow the user to expand the system storage. And believe it or not, it's actually pretty easy to install. You just got to get the right SSD for your PS5. I recommend the Sabrent Rocket 4 Plus, and it even includes a heatsink which is tailored and designed for the PS5. And this goes without saying, this maximizes the cooling performance. Now you can also pick up an external hard drive to store and play your PS4 games, but with the PS5 games you can only store it and then you will have to put it back onto the internal PS5 storage in order to play them. This is more of an affordable option, and it goes without saying, one of the main disadvantages of going with the PS5 digital edition, you can only get your games through the PlayStation stores. If you happen to be out and you saw a game that you like and it's on sale, unfortunately you cannot play it on your digital edition PS5. Now this happened to me once. I saw Returnal on sale. I wanted to give it a shot. I heard a lot of good things about it. Yes, I ended up buying it, but I just took my brother's PS5 in order to play it, and that was it. I say that to say it is good to have the option to be able to play physical games and digital games, because that's the one thing with the standard. You could always download your games and purchase them. So yes, you are saving $100, but you got to look at the long term. But at this point in the game, as long as you get the PS5, that's all that matters. You'll worry about the digital versus physical thing later on, because it's a struggle out there. I wish you guys good luck, by the way. So that concludes my PS5 digital edition 1 year later review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and just a quick little sneak peek, I'm working on a Walnut desk setup featuring geek made customs, and I have like these PlayStation buttons. So if you have a Walnut entertainment center with a PlayStation console, I highly recommend these buttons here. They're not sponsoring this video, I just want to give you guys the sneak peek. And like I said from the very beginning, I wish you guys good luck on finding a PS5. Make sure you guys follow Wario64, Linus Wilson, so many Twitter handles. PlayStation 5 is definitely worth the hype. It's just unfortunate how the availability is so limited right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys share this video with your friends. Subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. And make sure you guys thumbs up the video. That helped me out tremendously. And comment down below what you guys think.